Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dad and Buried podcast. I'm here again with my friendly acquaintance Pete. Need a few more years before I'm comfortable with the friend label.
Yeah, we're working
through it.
Yeah,
this is good therapy for us, I think. Somebody asked me today, how do you think your interplay with Pete's going? I was like, in real life or on the podcast?
Yeah, they're both in progress.
We'll see how it goes tonight. We'll be talking about screen time. You know, the ups and downs.
Screen time, the cause of and solution to all of parents' problems.
It's fucking close.
You know who said that?
Pete Anderson, but I know you're quoting The Simpsons. Get out of my
Mahatma
fucking
Gandhi.
face. Okay,
Mahatma
let's do this.
Gandhi.
All right, we're back, and we're going to be talking about screen time today, which is just a rich topic.
Oh yeah.
But if you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube, please go ahead and do that. And also, we are officially on iTunes and Stitcher, and whether you use an iPhone or Android,
Just in the nick of time.
Androids, just in the nick of time. We're on all of those places. We're also on Patreon. You know what? You get some bragging rights. You could be the first person to give us a couple of bucks on Patreon. You'd be the literal number one fan.
The number one.
The number one. Let's see. You know, I'd kind of like to see you guys fight out. Let's see who gets it.
Yeah.
Right? And I'll rank you according to that list for a while until you do something else to displease me.
No members of our family have stepped forward to accept that challenge.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point.
So,
I haven't.
Yeah,
Well, we'll see what happens once we put this out and we lay down the gauntlet.
Screw them. They'll be laughing on the other side of their face when we have $2.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, if you could be the very first person and give us that crisp $2 bill. Did you have? I have. Like my dad used to, when they went out of circulation, kept a few.
$2.
I remember having like a $2 bill was cool.
I don't think I
for
ever
some
had
reason.
it. No,
I think I even still have one. I have like a little chest, a little tiny elephant box I got from my friend Sujal's wedding.
Okay.
And it's broken, but I think I have like a Super Ball in there, some old movie stubs. I used to collect the stubs for movies I went to. And if I snuck in with a fake one, like I went to see Basic Instinct, but I bought a ticket for Adam's Family Values, and I would cross it out and put, because you know what? I want the fucking facts. I didn't go to Adam's Family Values. I went to Basic Instinct. I was too young.
Okay.
And I had not hit puberty.
Right. But man, Adam's Family Values just did not scratch the itch that you
I haven't
needed
seen that
scratching.
in a long time. It did not. I had some itches.
Okay. Gomer, or what was this? What's the dad's name?
Gomez and Morticia. Yeah. Raul Julia.
Yeah.
Anyway, showed my kid the first one of those things.
Oh my God, what happened?
Nothing. He was mostly bored.
Yeah, he was like, I hate this movie.
And I'm like, you know what? I don't even really like this movie, so why are we watching this?
What do you have in the way of some sort of femme fatale kind of movie?
Well, Basic Instinct, but he's a little bit too young for that. Basic Instinct, every female character is basically a femme fatale in that movie.
Every female character?
There's three main women.
Just the one.
No, there was Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
And then there's Jean Triplehorn, who actually ends up being...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's kind of like...
Right. And then there's Roxy, who was like the bisexual Sharon Stone's girlfriend. They like pass on the stairs at one point in a sort of erotically charged moment. Anyway, that was a long digression about Adam's Family Values.
Have you been going down a YouTube wormhole on your screen?
I haven't seen Basic Instinct in a long time because I'm not a fan of Sharon Stone. I find her obnoxious.
Okay.
But we'll get to that. Somebody else I find obnoxious in a few minutes. When we get to the screen time thing. But first I want to start with an obnoxious thing my wife recently did. You may remember last week, or actually I told you guys that I lost my hat, my winter hat. I went home
I think I remember
Connecticut.
You said something about it, and then I immediately just put it out of my mind as...
Well, it's one of the show's trademarks, especially if you watch us on YouTube and you see the clips on Instagram and stuff. It's a trademark.
Yeah, you've really burned it in.
I need to... Well, I'm working on it. Right?
Okay.
I'm fucking working on it.
All right.
Because I believe in the hat.
I
believe in the hat.
Sitco hat? The Sitco hat?
It's not a Sitco. Oh, yeah. No, my ball cap. That's another one, yeah. You know what? I'm kind of...
Wait, this is a different hat. So
this is a winter hat. That's a baseball cap. It says Sitco on it. It's Fenway.
All right, let's back up. You're saying, you're wearing a hat right now.
I lost the hat I'm wearing. Okay. This is the story.
Oh, my God.
All right. I left the hat at my parents in Connecticut. And as we're leaving... I'm scrambling around my house, going everywhere. Where the fuck is the hat, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, we leave without it, and I'm very sad, despondent, really. And especially since I knew this was coming up. And it's like Dumbo's feather, right? I need my hat, even though sometimes I wear my Red Sox cap. Same difference. They're interchangeable. I need one of them. Yeah. And it's very cold today here.
Especially
in New York. And in this room, hence my super fucking cool gloves and hat.
These gloves
these are makeshift. Fingers cut off. They're really threadbare. You know what?
Yeah. You really
That's why
should
we fucking
watch
need
it on
Patreon,
YouTube.
right? I need some actual gloves,
gloves,
people. But
and make your own mind up.
Hat with a Danbury logo. Who's in?
Ooh.
You wouldn't buy one of those with the street sign thing? Do you guys like the street sign
logo? That sounds
logo?
like a challenge to the people listening.
Anyway, so my wife finds the hat. And she doesn't call me up and she say, "Hey, I found the hat when I was unpacking. It must have been mixed in with some of our laundry that we did."
She finds it. All right, where are we? Are we back where you live?
No,
in your house?
We've been home for 3 days.
It.
I'm still like very depressed about this whole thing. And she finds the hat and she doesn't tell me. I just happened to see it on her Instagram.
What?
So Mom and Buried on Instagram, she does a story where she's flaunting the hat and taunting me. Wow. And then she's asking her listeners to give suggestions for how I should earn back the hat.
But meanwhile, you've seen it because you have access to her Instagram. And
I'm not home. This is during the day yesterday, right?
Okay.
I'm at work, but
she posted it to Instagram.
I watched the stories.
You don't need to be
her Instagrams, and I'm like, why didn't she tell me about this? And I want my fucking goddamn hat.
You're at work. Immediately go from 0 to 100 rage level.
I ran out in the middle of a meeting. And I said, my wife is fucking with my hat.
And the person was like, Mike, this isn't actually a meeting. We're just talking. You're in the kitchen.
In the kitchen? You mean like the cafeteria?
Yeah. I don't eat
with anybody at work.
Yeah.
Let's get that out of the way.
Let's
get that out of the way.
That's the gist.
Anyway, so I get home and she's hidden the hat.
Oh, she continues.
She continues the dance. She's hidden the hat and then she's sharing suggestions people gave. And they're all like
Your
sexual favors or Dad and Barry does the cooking, or we get a night out on the town. Who's paying for this? You know, without the hat, this podcast ain't going to be successful. So
without the hat,
yourself in the foot.
Option number 1 is out of the question.
Well, you mean, like, look,
It's just
option number 1, the sexual favors, is out of the question because, like I said, it's like Dumbo's feather.
Let's be real. Is it ever in the question? I mean, come on.
Wow, that's for our that's for our next.
That's for next time.
Chill into the next.
So
episode.
you come home. You're racing down the street.
No.
Your shirt's open. It's freezing. You can't.
My shirt's always open.
You didn't have
know
time.
Me.
You didn't have time to put on your jacket. You're just sweaty with anticipation about your hat. You open the door.
This isn't fucking fan fiction here. This is a real deal. This is a real thing.
Pretty horrible. Okay.
So of course I say no. You're not blackmailing me. You're not extorting me. Which one? Extortion's for money. Blackmailing is when you make somebody do something, right? Because you have a piece of information on them. Anyway, look, you're not bullying me into cleaning the kitchen, right? Or
yeah, that kitchen's gonna stay gross.
Look, you know what I mean.
We moved in. We made it gross, and now it's gonna stay.
Long
gross.
story short, I shaved my beard because my wife hates it, and I wanted my hat back. I'm a weak man.
Wow.
I'm a weak man. And look, I got the hat back.
Oh, your beard.
Yeah, it's all gone.
Your little beardy.
Yeah.
It's now gone.
It's gone.
Oh, well.
It'll be back. I don't like being clean shaven.
You know what? It looks good.
You know what?
I mean, not as good as when you had a beard, obviously, but...
She hates it. She hates it. All the women online, just in general, like the women on Twitter, there's a big beard movement. People seem to like beard. Nate, you've got an impressive beard. Nate gets a lot of tail.
Yeah, when we know that. I mean, yeah. But let me ask you this: what was the point at which you came out of the bathroom? Was it like a prisoner exchange? Did you have to like prove that you were shaven, and then you just held out your hand, kind of like looking down at the ground? As she
to be honest, it was actually more of a coincidence. I shaved. I kind of felt like shaving a little bit, and then I thought I would tell her that I did it for the hat. But in reality, I just went into her dresser and took her fucking hat back.
Good news is she'll never find that out.
Nope. That's right. She does not listen to this.
No.
Which is a shame because we're going to talk about screen time, and I have an actual harrowing story to tell about that. But most of my opinions about screen time are pretty positive. I'm all for it. You know what? I love it.
In my household, my wife and I yield it like a weapon. We
against
weaponize.
each other or your children.
We don't throw the screens. Screen time we weaponize the concept of screen
you dole
time.
it out based on you do this a lot with like who's gonna get my beer during the Super Bowl, and
God, it's such a
you wrestle the kids until they start crying.
It's really horrible.
You're really outing yourself as kind of a shitty dad.
Kind of. Come on.
But I was supposed to be the bad dad in this situation. You're all clean cut and stuff.
Please. So we definitely trade. It's all about screen time.
But that's overt. Like you'll say to them, if you want to watch your hour of shows today, you need to Windex the kitchen counters.
We really
Windex for Windows. I think it's for glass.
Windows. Windex is for Windows. Yeah, that's the slogan that they've had. But so screen time is really. I mean, the reason why it's like that is because this shit is like crack cocaine, like crack cocaine in the height of the crack epidemic. Like I got kids coming up to me.
Oh my god! Are you scratching your neck there on purpose?
Yeah, scratching my neck. Dad, look. Oh, the best is my 4-year-old, my son. Yeah, he just gets it. He gets it so bad. So he'll do it like this. Dad, I'm so bored. What can I do? And so already,
it's not my problem.
Already, I know. So I go, oh yeah, no problem, buddy. How about doing a little drawing? No, I don't want to do drawing.
This is how your son speaks.
And then he says,
I've met your son. He's not like, nah.
No, he does.
I'm gonna pass on the drawing.
Yeah, he goes, no, he because it's all part of the game that he plays in order to score that big hit. And by the way, it's not like scoring from a known dealer. This is like he's kind of putting it out there. He's at Port Authority trying to see who's got
he's soliciting.
Yeah.
Gross.
So then he's like, yeah, Dad, I'm so bored. What can I do? And I'm like, well, let's do some craft stuff. Let's draw.
You just keep coming up with stuff like you can't remember that screen time's an option.
Like it's not an option. Like I just don't even put it out there. And he's like, nah, not.
And the force him to say it.
And the way he does, he's like, no, not drawing. I'm really bored though. What could I do? And I'm like, how about this? You have 700,000 toys in your room. One of which is a 5-foot tall PJ Masks set that's kind of taking up space in our living room.
What's PJ Masks?
Why don't you? It's a cartoon that now has toys, and now we have
a
4-foot thing in our living room. Yeah, it's like little. They're in their PJs. It's bedtime.
No shit, really? They wear masks?
And they wear masks, and then they fly around and they do.
Have you ever had occasion to view PJ Masks?
No.
Children's television?
No,
I have not seen it. It's kind of hot. It's newish.
It's not a pervo. It's a Paw Patrol. It's
Patrol.
Like when you've seen all the Paw Patrol, there's the residual like PJ Masks is there. But so anyway, so I'm like, well, we'll go play with your toys. No, I don't. That's not what I want to do there.
Bargain.
So, and it's just all about like, you can't watch anything or play games. I just want to play one game, and then it finally comes out just one game.
But so this is my problem with the crack cocaine thing. Yeah, that's all they want, and the more you give it to them, it's like they're on. When you take it from them, the immediate withdrawal is insanity. It kind of fucks up their personalities, right? It makes them kind of shitty and angry when they get used to it, and then they don't get it. It's not, but the pros still outweigh. It's melting my son's brains. It is making his personality unbearable. It's like a drug. It's not good for him.
Well, first of all,
he hates it. He gets violent and mean. He picks up bad lessons, but still,
it's our number one parent. It's our number one parent in our house. Yeah, it's the number one thing giving.
When you need some time, a break, some quiet. When we want to sleep in on the weekends. Look, we try to do limits and rules during the week. I wrote a thing on Facebook where like I'll get home from work and like when my oldest Detective Munch was a little younger, he'd like run up to me and be exciting, right? Yeah. Be like, "Oh, Daddy's home," and the toddler still does that sometimes, unless they fucking got their heads in their damn tablets.
Oh, and then it's like
because Mom and Barry needs a break near the end of the day because she's had a long day or she needs to cook, so she gives it to him, and then I walk in and it's like no one notices I'm there, and that pisses me off.
Yeah,
but it's necessary to use.
Yeah.
Especially for her at the end of the day when she's exhausted. I can barely go 2 hours in a room like hanging out with my kids without giving them some screen time.
Yeah, well, or just, using it yourself.
And on Wednesday morning, I'm also a hypocrite, obviously. Yeah. I'm on my phone all the time. They see me on my phone all the time.
Yeah, but they should really look away.
They should look away, and they should understand that I'm working.
Yeah, look away. You know I'm busy working.
Social media is a grind, my friends. You got to fucking be on there, churning it out, typing it up.
Listen, dank memes don't just grow on trees.
Don't grow on trees. They grow up in here.
Oh my God, do they? Like tumors.
Well, you know what? It's an apt metaphor. But on the weekends, especially in the mornings when we want to sleep in, one of the best things in the world is when your kid can get up and like grab the remote control and use it himself. Now it's if the kid can get your iPad, we give them like you can't get on it until a certain amount of time. But then once they're on it, like we'll get up at like 10, finally get out of bed, and then we'll feel shitty. Like this kid's been on it all day, and then I still kind of want to. I need a couple more hours to like wake up and chill. So you get a few more hours of Paw Patrol and
exactly.
These ridiculous programs that you watch, or Minecraft. Do your kids play Minecraft?
Oh yeah, of course, Minecraft, and then the
Roblox.
one I don't like. No, I don't like Roblox because it's that social network.
I don't know what either of them really are. I hate them both. And Minecraft, the thing I hate most of all is when my kids talk to me about them.
Oh.
Like, I don't want to hear what you're doing in Minecraft. I don't know any of these words you're using. It's really fucking dumb. Yeah. And this is boring. This story is really boring. And when he plays Zelda, which is also screen time, dude, telling somebody about your progress in a video game is like telling somebody about what happened in your fucking dream. Nobody gives a shit. Okay, Junior? Get out of my face with that noise.
Unless it was an amazing dream.
Well, my dreams are awesome.
What would happen?
Or like when I tell somebody about fantasy football, they love it. But if you tell me about your bullshit, guess what? I'm not here for it.
You feel the same way about Martin Luther King? When he told
his
the
dream?
World his dream?
Yeah. What
you know what?
Boring.
It was right on the line between that and his Minecraft progress. He was really close.
You know what?
He's like on this one stage, and then I built a zombie, and then there was a spider.
Judging by the way my kids like to watch YouTube videos of other people playing Minecraft, they would probably have enjoyed hearing Martin Luther King Jr. speak about his experiences. Do your kids watch other people play these things?
No, thankfully not yet. We're not quite there.
Or open toys.
Oh yeah, the toy
unboxing.
Well, let's talk about YouTube.
Let's do it.
This is because we're
on YouTube. Meta. That's called
Super Meta. Yeah, and also
Bandersnatch. What should we do next?
Can you imagine if any of our kids actually found this video?
What do you mean? You mean when they find it? I get this kind of comment all the time about my blog. Oh, that reminds me of a story. My wife was in the car the other day and put on the podcast. She fucking listened to it for a few minutes, and
she hated it.
And it went on. It was going on, and I don't know. Maybe she thought my son had headphones on in the back seat. Maybe she forgot he was there. You know, like happens to the best of us. But she's listening to it, and all of a sudden, Detective Munch is like, "Wait, did he just say he bashes kids talking about me?" And he's like, "What?" And then she's like, "No, he's just no. I think that's what he said. He said bashes kids. I'm gonna have to talk to Dad when he gets home."
Oh my god!
But he never did. Guess what? Missed your shot.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Now who's laughing?
Exactly. Me the whole time.
Nobody.
I'll bring it up to him. I'll ask him. But like he's gonna read my blog someday. But guess what? He's a sarcastic dick just like me. He's gonna understand. It really sucks. That's the worst part about my sense of humor is that my son now has it.
Oh, that really it is the worst when all of a sudden that you start to recognize the things.
All the shit I hate about myself
and they're doing it
are the things that my son does that piss me off the most.
And you're just like, what?
Oh, it's the fucking worst.
What's going on? Yeah.
Except he likes shows and video games that I have fucking no interest in. So I'm more than happy to be like, he wants me to have interest because he wants to like bond with me and stuff. Buddy, I got better things to do. And you're just right now.
You're just carpet bombing him with little big Trouble in Little China references. And he's like, oh,
yeah. How disappointing is it when I show him a movie I want him to like and he doesn't recognize my little references that I shoot, that I sprinkle.
No, I'm the same way. We do screen time. We kind of regiment screen time. We try and stick to a no screen time during the week.
We all do.
But my older daughter, she's 11. So when she's finished all her homework and everything is done, she can watch half an hour. Now the good news is with her, is we're at a stage where she actually will watch shows that I'm interested in.
Oh, see, I'm so far away from that.
No, it's so good. Like Grand Design. Oh, that show's so good.
I don't even want to know what that is. But is it on YouTube?
Show. No, it's on Netflix.
Have you heard, is what I wanted to bring up when we were talking about YouTube. Have you guys heard about the fucking MoMo challenge?
No.
Okay. So the MoMo, Nate, I knew you wouldn't have heard of it, but you should know of it because it's
don't
twisted.
Tell me what I should know.
You're going to agree. It's like, Slender Man?
Yeah.
It's not all that different. You know Slender Man?
Yeah.
Where like kids got influenced by the creepypasta thing. So, okay. So the MoMo challenge is apparently, so my toddler in particular watches a lot of YouTube Kids, where it's like, I
Right.
don't know what it is. It's like colorful cars crashing, and there's all sorts of dumb shit on it. People unboxing toys or playing games. It seems like a viable alternative to YouTube where you could stumble on anything.
Do you set limits on what apps that they can watch? Can you, for example, my kids can watch Netflix, Prime.
Oh, within YouTube Kids?
No. They can watch like
thing,
specific apps. Like, in fact, I've told my kids you can't go on. You can't watch the YouTube unless I'm watching.
The only one my toddler really knows
only
use.
Because I found some. My 4-year-old was watching some.
Well, here you go. Right. So you think on YouTube Kids this stuff's not going to happen, but there's this thing now where you could be watching, an unboxing video or some other kid shit, and all of a sudden, a few minutes in, like once the parent has verified that they're watching what they're watching, some Shelley Duvall looking creepy face comes up. It's like kind of like cartoonish, like it's not a normal person. It looks like a monster. Not to say Shelley Duvall looks like a monster, but anyway, it's a little bit exaggerated. And it tells the kids, like it dares the kids to do things, right? And it starts slow,
so horrible.
but then it gets to like real twisted shit, like
What the fuck? No, I haven't heard.
And there are other things that have gone around where like kids get dared into stuff to like, and some kids. Some of this is maybe a little urban legendy stuff, but there's things like this show up where like slowly the game progresses until the kid like commits suicide, right? Weird ass shit.
Wait, so your son has come across this
No,
stuff?
he hasn't. But in the past couple of days, it has bubbled up. It's become like a news thing all over the place, right?
Oh, I haven't heard of it.
So I wanted to bring that up because the screen time thing was just coincidental. So be on the lookout.
Yeah.
This MoMo challenge. Google it. Because at first I'm like, I'm not going to go and start talking about this if it's like an urban legend. But it's all over the place now. And it's real creepy. But it's like the way that like there's always been shit about like somebody like splicing in nudity into something or like renting a Disney tape and it having some disgruntled editor or whatever putting some porn in it or whatever, like Fight Club.
Like when we were kids, that was the best though.
Jinx. Whether it was accidentally a little porn, depends on how old you were.
No, well, that didn't matter because we knew what we were doing.
Very progressive over there in England.
I am very progressive.
Over there in England.
Yeah,
right?
exactly
Fucking lobster back.
So what about the one thing we just to get back to Minecraft and Roblox for a second about these games.
Jesus.
Well, it's about these social games where they allow
like
kids together, but
and
then the kids is fine, but there's like at least 8% of these people are just
pretending
gross,
to be kids.
Yeah, gross assholes or bots or
those fucking bots.
Russian agents
fucking
or something.
bots coming on and telling my toddler to fucking vote Bernie.
Yeah.
Just divide the Democrats against themselves.
Yeah.
Guess what? My toddler's for
Roblox.
As people say when I post something political on my blog or on Facebook, and then people are saying, I don't get my kids involved in politics. Cool, man. You're the problem.
Cool.
Got a little serious.
This ends the political
user question
part now. I do want to say I love the one thing I actually really.
The one thing?
No, there's one thing that I really love besides the sleeping in. That's where it really comes into play. Is
that's the best part.
My older daughter. So
the 11-year-old.
The 11-year-old. She now has a cell phone.
I know her name, by the way. I've met his family. We're not friendly, but I've met the family.
Yeah. She has now a phone so that she can call
an actual iPhone.
An iPhone, yeah. Wow. So, but it's a hand-me-down from my wife. Everyone got upgraded.
Well, it's not about the money; it's about the freedom.
It's definitely about the money.
It's irresponsible.
I mean, give me a break. No, it's not. It's like an iPhone 6. So anyway,
you know what? I think it is so.
Okay, great. So the best part is her iPod. She had an iPod Touch. I don't know if you know what those things are, or even if you've seen one. It basically is a iPhone.
Is it the skinny one?
It's the skinny one. It's an iPhone, but it's not. You can do everything It's basically the size of an iPhone 4, but you can do everything except have data on it. Okay. So you can make calls. You can do all this stuff. And so, whenever I go to my younger daughter, my middle kid, and I'm like, "Hey, listen, put your phone down," and it doesn't matter where in the apartment my older daughter is. She'll just come out of a door and be like, she has an iPhone? Just a little, like a little fuck you. Like it doesn't matter every single time. Okay, everyone put their phone down. Wait, she has an iPhone? Just every single time. It doesn't even matter. Like she could be in a totally different room. She'll just run up. But the way she does it is just so subtle and just. She has an iPhone?
She's just trying to get one herself?
No, she just is trying to put my younger daughter under her thumb and tell her that she doesn't have a stupid phone. She has an iPod Touch, and she wants everyone to know.
So this is a status thing? Like you don't actually have what you think you have, so stop bragging?
Exactly.
Okay.
But it's not even a bragging thing. It's me, the parent, just blanket saying, okay, everyone put your phones down. And Charlotte looking confused and then saying, you have an iPhone?
That's pretty mean.
Yeah, that's funny.
I like it.
Yeah,
you know what? All these things that you tell us about your family, it's clear that you've got a little toxic kingdom that you reign over, where you pit them all against each other, and there's all these competitions, and now they're fighting amongst themselves.
Exactly.
Wow.
Because I don't actually. We were missing Game of Thrones, so I'm just missing. The season.
You're reliving, you're reenacting it. Yeah. So we don't have any. So what I have this thing called a relay, which is like a little square walkie-talkie. It makes my 8-year-old think he has like a gadget, right? And he can use it over Wi-Fi to communicate like with my wife and I when we're home, like when he's getting off the bus or whatever, like Roger, and that kind of shit. And you can put some songs on it, which I've done. He seems to like The Who. Have I mentioned that to you before?
That's cool.
He's named, like I put some shit on I think he might like. I know he likes the Beatles and I have some other stuff. And every once in a while he'll come home and I'll be like, hey, did you hear anything? And then he'll sing something unintelligible and I'll have to figure out what it is, which is actually fun. One time he was singing something bizarre and the words didn't make any sense. Something about like Garlic Town, and by listening to him I figured out that it was London Calling. I put the Clash on there. Anyway. And there's like a translation app on there, but there's no screen, which I think is like holding him off for now. But I think probably by the time he's 10, the drum beats,
the screens.
I need my damn. I want my $2. That's another reference for you guys. Nate got it.
No.
You've seen that one?
Yeah. So I think.
Better Off Dead, my man.
So I think we got it. Why don't we hear
get
from
to some user comments?
Yeah,
because we got some differing philosophies here. Here's Aaron Colleen says, let them have screen time before you become violent. The problem with that is giving them screen time makes them violent, and it makes my kid a wise ass because the shows he watches. There's one particular YouTube personality, a little snarky.
Ooh. Oh God, man.
I have a cousin. I don't even know if I want to put this out there.
YouTube
I have a cousin who makes millions.
Dicks.
I have a cousin who makes millions off of his Minecraft YouTube channel. I've never met the dude. I don't have a cousin family where I don't know them.
Yep.
But like my grandfather's brother's grandkid, right?
Yeah.
I think he's like 30 millions. Him and his wife. Not bitter.
Well,
not me.
They're almost
not
making
bitter.
as much as you are.
But she's saying use it as like to give yourself some relief from your kids. Like when you're sick of your kids, give them the screen time. Which,
you got
sure, man.
Or let's face it.
I'm down.
You can't eat at a restaurant without wanting.
I know, but then you get the people who are like, you need to train them in the art of conversation, or my kids don't use fucking screens at a restaurant. Great, what?
Sit down and talk to my 4-year-old for 2.5 minutes.
Seriously,
and see how long that.
Or on people that don't bring them on planes.
No, you got to.
I read a list.
Are perfect.
I read a list from a parenting advice thing that was like from a so-called parenting expert that had like a list of like 15 ways to survive fun ways to survive a flight with your kids without devices. And the shit, I made a whole blog post mocking it, where like it was like Play-Doh and balls. I'm like, what are they gonna be throwing a ball around the plane? This is bullshit. Everybody on the plane hates you, right? See, now I sound like a jerk because you should be able to travel with your kids. Just give them screen time. This is the point. It's not the time for you to like experiment with discipline and making your kids' personalities blossom. Give them the fucking screen time and don't make all the other passengers angry.
In fact, if screens were really invented for airplanes, for kids traveling in an airplane, you just jam that thing in their hand. You make sure it's powered up.
Yeah.
Because you
better
got
make sure it's
9 hours of watching, doing whatever you want.
9 hours? Where are you going?
I don't know. I'm thinking
Richie
like
Rich?
to and from.
I was on a 9-hour flight with
I'm not
just me
flight.
and my toddler, and he was playing this fucking weird train game that we had gotten him to appease him during some other bullshit, right? And I kid you not, I'm watching a movie, and I watched like 4 straight movies on this flight. I'm watching the movie, and this kid starts playing this game, and he can't figure out how to do like a certain thing, or something keeps popping up blocking him from doing something, and literally every 30 seconds for like the next 20 minutes, as I'm watching the movie, he nudge me and do little baby talk and shove this thing at me to fucking do this button.
Right.
Every 30 seconds, like he can't get past this thing, and it's like literally like I am going to smash this screen time. The screen. It is the most infuriating thing ever. But he wasn't screaming.
Yep. So that was
once
okay.
I fixed the little notch, he wasn't screaming. That's the thing. But like, I'm not gonna let this kid scream. I don't want him to scream.
No.
I don't want all the people on the plane to have to deal with that.
No.
I'm the one who, when you travel with kids,
we don't want to have to deal with
it. It's the parents that are a million times more stressed out than all the other passengers.
Exactly.
The parents are like, all these people are gonna hate me now. And if you don't give them screens, you deserve to be hated.
Yeah. So let's see who else. What else do we have?
Pete didn't like. Thought I got a little
just
on my rant. You know what, Pete?
We got it. Next
week we're going to talk about why Pete's a problem.
Yeah. Wow. My God.
That's the next topic.
I don't have enough time.
My son is better behaved when he hasn't had any screen time.
Yes, of course. You were mentioning that
because it alters their personalities.
How about when, just a note, when you ask them to put it down, let's say it's just before bedtime or something like that.
Yeah.
For the
Well, you try to have a break.
You try and have a break,
because they need to come down off that high.
But just when their body language, when they put it down, there's like the liquid off the couch. You know what I mean? Just like
like they're defeated.
Yeah, they've just completely, they don't have any bones, and now they're gonna just lie under the couch with their feet.
But
on
it's
the couch
silent protest.
It's not. It's just that's their natural state. Their brain is kind of coming back in, or whatever it might. I mean, maybe it isn't protest. I don't know.
But for me, it's very rare that it's like no more screen time, and that there isn't a protest of some kind. Usually, a very whiny one, and that is very frustrating. But the longer they have it, and the more used to it they get, the worse that little come down time is.
Let's do a couple more. I like this.
This person, retrieving _, right? That's what I'm gonna. Their name's retrieving with an underscore at the end of it. So apparently, retrieving is a popular handle on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
She just says no. My boys are going on 4 and have never used one. Here, it's only for school till they're 15.
Oh,
you know what?
Oh my God! Wow.
Congratulations, retrieving _. If I could do that, if I were a better parent, I would do that. But guess what? As we all know, I'm lazy and I have bad habits myself, and I'm a hypocrite. So guess what?
But surely, hold on. I have a question. How your kids are 4? Your boys are 4. Surely they're playing on other people's. There's no question that's happening.
Well, if they go to like a friend's house or something,
that just happens.
You know what? You better crack down on those people retrieving
You know
underscore.
What? You got to go wider. Take the whole system down. Next stop.
You need one of those
Apple.
Electromagnetic pulses that just cuts out all electronic activity within the region.
You mean an EMP?
Yeah, I used to watch 24.
Okay. My God, that was a show.
I know a lot about EMPs on that show. So then Freddie Rachel goes the other way and says, I'm a shit mom. If I don't set up the screen time monitor on the kid's phone, she'd never look up. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But isn't that blissful? Because then you never have to look up.
Yeah.
You never even remember your kids around.
And then you're like, oh, shit.
It's so wonderful.
Dinner. Oh, my God.
Who's going to cook dinner? Yeah. And then, it's me, because moms have to do everything.
That's right. Don't worry
about it. That's why my wife gives them screen time when I get home, so she can cook or lay down or some shit.
I'm sure
Probably
you're not a shit mom. Yeah.
Eat, Sleep, Dream, LLC.
Ooh.
It's an entire company is commenting. Yeah. I cut off an hour before bed. Otherwise, if I need it, it's on. See? I like that.
Smart. That's smart.
It is smart.
Half an hour before bed. Smart. Good call.
No, no. The part I was saying is smart is that it's on. The implication there is that it's on all the time.
Or that they're an entire corporation raising 3 small children. I'm assuming
that's strange.
3. Yeah.
Wow. It's like the Matrix or some shit.
Let's do one more.
Here you go. It's hard to set screen time limits from Kay Walker. It's hard to set screen time limits when my kids are actually so quiet during screen time. This is what I'm talking about. Why would you set limits in that case? Yeah. It's really paradise when they're quiet.
You know what? I'm tired of the silence. Let's have some more arguing. Enough screen time. That's the problem. That is why actually we're in early 1990s crack epidemic period. Full stop. With the screen time.
You're right, but you know what? We're addicted as well.
Yeah, exactly. You know and then I'm too busy. I'm too busy looking at my screen to even know what he's talking about. You know what I mean?
That would be quite an ironic moment.
Yeah. Looks like we got a fire going on. So
Better get the hell out of here. There's a lot of flammable shit up in this piece.
I think we are okay. It's getting closer, everybody. Yep. So I think that's good, right? We got it?
I don't know. You'll tell us if it's good.
Yeah.
Please do. And if it's not good, give us extra money on Patreon so we can make it better. That's the whole point. Check us out on YouTube. Subscribe. 5 stars. Some thumbs up. No, 5 stars is iTunes, which we're also on iTunes.
We're on
Stitcher.
iTunes. We did it.
And there's some other names of things. Discord. Have you guys ever heard of Discord? I might start hanging out in Discord and talking to people once in a while.
Community going.
But I might not. You know, it's going to be like a pop in, pop out. Is he there kind of thing? Let's see what happens.
You talk to me.
Nate will hang out and talk.
See Nate. There you go.
And then Pete.
I'll be.
Nobody wants to hear from Pete.
No.
Right. Who was it? Somebody said Pete needs to improve their pop culture references.
I know. Well, all of you guys can screw off.
You know what? Maybe we'll all go to the movies soon together.
That sounds
Captain Marvel coming out.
That's a great way to start. That's a great way to start.
Why? Because it's a female superhero?
No.
You don't like superheroes or females?
No, I just don't like superhero movies at all. Next.
Wow. You know what?
Next.
We're going to delve into this. I know your favorite movie of all time is I Am Legend, all right?
It's
basically
really
a
not.
superhero movie.
It's really not, but I like that you always bring it up. I do like that movie. I thought it was a good movie.
I've never seen it.
Maybe that's why we'll never be friends.
Maybe that's why.
All right. Cool.
See you soon.
See you next time. This time on iTunes. iTunes, folks.
And Stitcher. Is something I assume Android people can use.
Yeah.
Everybody. We don't discriminate.
All right, guys. Thanks. See you next time. Bye.
Out.